Welcome back to But I'm Still a Good Person by Vince Nicholas. I'm Vince Nicholas. I'm joined by my sparkling wifey, Carolyn Nicholas.
Hi.
Hello, honey. Thank you for joining me at the dining room table for our little program here. I thought it would be fun to go into the Billboard Top 10 of the year we graduated high school. And I got this idea from Adam Carolla, who has a very popular podcast. He did the top 10 Billboard of when you were born.
Mm-hmm.
When you were born, you don't know what's going on the charts. You ain't out there turning up the stereo in your Honda Civic. So I thought it would be more relevant and just more meaningful and just, more content to be mined from when we graduated high school. Now, You graduated high school in 2002, honey.
Yes.
I graduated high school in 2003. Wait.
Whoa.
Okay, 1995.
1995. That was a good year.
Which our year difference is 7 years.
Yeah.
Our
6
age
and a
difference. Well, sometimes it's 6, and part of the year it's 6, and then it leapfrogs to 7.
Yes, like right now it's 6, but you're going to have your birthday in September.
Oh, yeah.
And then you'll be 7.
When our
older.
age difference is 7 years, honey, for those few months, our love is much hotter.
Much hotter.
16% hotter. Okay, let's start with you, honey. Billboard Top 10 from 2002.
Okay, first of all,
yes.
Let me tell you the car I was driving.
Okay.
I had a 2-door white Acura Legend. It was slick as hell. I loved that car.
2-door. I remember those days. I remember the sedan days before the coupe.
I thought that thing was so cool. I thought I was so cute in it. I thought I was...
It was white?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Did you have it lowered? Did you have them 22-inch rims?
No, but I had... do you remember those days when you could go buy a CD player that like those little radio stores would sell? And then you had a fancy like glow-in-the-dark like neon fancy CD player that you could insert in your car?
Yes.
Yeah, I had one of those. It was like top-notch, top of the line.
Yes.
I had some like furry seat covers.
Wow. You did it up.
I did. I thought I was so cool. It was
my
dad's old car. My dad drove it for years. It was like a 1990. And
so you got it from your dad?
It was a 1990. And I got it in like the year 2001.
What was it was Acura?
An Acura Legend.
Okay, I Googled it. I'm looking at images. 2-door, 2002?
No, 1990.
1990. Yeah. Okay. I'm looking at images.
Older. Or it might have been a 91. I think it was a 90.
Okay, I remember this.
It was so cute.
This was a good time.
Yeah.
And it was white?
It was white.
The color?
Yeah.
What was your dad doing rolling around in the 2-door? Like, you don't have a family.
Well, my mom had the minivan that we would use for family outings. And then my dad had this little 2-door sports car he would drive to work.
He would pull up to the club in. I understand, Alan Fisher. I get it. So you were rolling, and then you had a cabriolet, right?
No, that was my dream car. Oh, I did have a Volkswagen Jetta when I was older, when I was like 24.
Okay.
Yep. But this was like my high school car. This was the first car that was mine.
Yeah.
That I had as a teenager.
This was a cool car. I remember this car. I remember this model. I remember the look.
Thank you.
Dug it.
Now imagine me with some chunky blonde highlights.
Yes.
Because the year was 2002.
Yes.
Imagine me wearing like a halter top.
Were you wearing bongo jeans, honey?
Like a studded belt. Mm-hmm. And some Adidas tennis shoes, like the white Adidas tennis shoes with the 3 stripes on the side.
Oh, yeah. Were the stripes black or?
Yes.
Right. Okay.
I had black. I also had like the shiny, rainbow shiny stripes.
Wow. Also. Wow. This is a whole new frontier that I'm discovering, honey. It was a good time.
It was good. I was 18.
Yeah.
I had 2 jobs. I was working at a florist as like a floral assistant. And I was also working at like a law office, and I would like call people over and over and try to get them to come to these little seminars that we were having.
You were a telemarketer,
I was a telemarketer.
Oh. And you would annoy, and the old people would be like, sure, I'll be there.
We got paid extra if people would agree to come. And I got like, I only worked at each of these places for about 6 months.
Yeah.
I worked them both at the same time.
Yeah.
I got like 3 people during my 10-year working there.
But did they actually show up? Because I've worked as a telemarketer, and getting someone to agree on the telephone was very different from them actually showing up to a building on a weekday afternoon?
One time, because every day we would work in the office and do these calls. One time I did attend for extra pay. I did attend a weekend seminar that we were trying to get all these people to come to. Mm-hmm. And quite a few people showed up. It was like in a conference room at a hotel next to Arden Fair Mall at like the Doubletree Hotel.
Losers!
On Arden Way. So we had like carts of donuts and coffee and cookies we had to put in and set up the chairs and all that.
You lure them in. You ply them with free food and orange juice.
And quite a few people did show up, but I don't remember if I was told if any of those were the people I had talked to or not. I don't remember.
I worked at 2 telemarketing places, and it was like you would. Who knows where they got these telephone numbers, and you would try to convince...
The do not call list. Somehow we got our hands on it.
This is pre-do not call, honey, when it was reckless abandon. But you would call someone, and you would somehow convince... And it was $50, I remember, was the payment. They would come down and give their opinion on whatever. Blue jeans or a video game or something. Uh-huh. Yeah, I remember specifically the name was Fleischman Field Research, FFR. And I think this was in San Francisco. It might have been in San Diego, but I actually had 2 similar jobs. But you try to convince people to come down for a couple hours, give their opinion, and then they would get $50.
Wow.
It was market research.
That's pretty cool. I mean, that sounds like people would agree to it a lot easier than me trying to get people to come to a living trust fund seminar.
Yeah. We avoid those things, honey, now.
I know. It's terrible.
Anyway, so what are we talking about? Top 10?
I'm painting the picture of Carolyn circa 2002.
Acura Legend.
Do you all have a picture in your mind now?
2-door white, 1990. So this is the music you were bumping in the in the Legend. The number 10 song from 2002, when you graduated high school, honey, was Blurry by Puddle of Mud.
I wasn't a fan.
Which Although we just listened to.
We just listened to it. I already forget it.
I know. I don't remember.
If you listen to it, though, you recognize it.
I'm mixing it up with The Calling, Wherever You Will Go, which is number 5. Puddle of Mud, spelling mud with 2 Ds. I mean...
So this is like, early 2000s. A lot of these, like, emo punk rock groups. Mm-hmm. And I was an emo punk rock girl.
In your Legend?
Yep. In my cutesy little white Legend. But I wasn't a fan of Puddle of Mud. I didn't really like this song.
Yeah.
So let's move on to number 9.
We literally listened to it 2 minutes ago, or however long we've been talking, and I cannot recall what it sounded like. Number 9, Usher, as some of us urban people call him. Usher, You Got It Bad, and the U is spelled with the letter U.
You got it bad.
When you say that you love me, and I really know, no. And
it don't matter no more.
Like my money, my cars, you can have it all. I remember this was his like song to Chili from TLC.
Ooh, really? I didn't know any of that.
Who's in my list? But this was his breakup song, or I'm sad that I'm a famous, handsome, good-looking young man in urban music, and we broke up, and now I'm really down.
Usher was like peak hotness when I was in high school, but I feel like it was 2004 when he had his big.
I love him. I've always found him beautiful, attractive. What's the song? I just want to get your attention. I really want to be all up in your hair. Turn the lights down.
He was big when I was in high school, but then I remember like into 2004, 2005, 2006, like throughout the maybe to even late 2000s. Mm-hmm. He was big. He had a couple of really huge albums and tons of hits.
He's so cute. He has like a baby face.
A baby face with a heckin' muscular body.
Right. Oh my gosh. And he would always find an excuse to take his shirt off, which topless. God bless him.
Yeah.
But
you go, man.
And he had hits for many. He's not like Puddle of Mud, who would disappear off the radio charts. The song I'm thinking of is "Hey Daddy." I still love that song. We were just talking. I want to make love in the club just like a few weeks ago for whatever reason.
Yes, we were. I put it on my little USB thing to go in my car.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. So many hits.
Usher.
He's great.
Still waiting.
Good voice too.
We've been waiting for the next one for like 6 years.
Yeah. What's he doing lately?
I don't know. He's still trying to make R&B. But yeah, good voice, and he's a good looking kid.
And those dance moves.
Oh.
He paved the way for Chris Brown and...
Absolutely.
Whoever.
Yeah. And longevity, I'm saying.
Yeah, totally.
Years and years of hits and hits. Okay, next one, number 8 from 2002. Should I say the title first or the artist?
Title then artist.
Okay. Number 8 is What's Love, spelled L-U-V. Oh, grammar error. Grammar Nazis come out in full force. What's Love, ? With by Fat Joe featuring Ashanti. Got to do with it, babe. Well,
I cannot picture her part.
It's to be about us. It should be about trust, babe.
Last night. Got to
slow down, baby. I don't go down, lady.
Yeah.
Oh, he's like Batman, honey. But
this is a fun song.
It's still
I really
a jam.
liked it. Totally good.
Yeah. Fat Joe also not as prolific as Usher, but still had many hits throughout the years and decades.
Yes.
Number 7, In the End by Linkin Park. One time. I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep you there. All I know. Chester Bennington, rest in power.
I was a fan of this group, and
they were a thing.
That was a good song. They had, in my opinion, they had a lot of really solid hits.
I thought the rapping was underwhelming, but Chester Bennington.
He has a good voice. I like him. I really like him.
Yeah.
And as I mentioned earlier, I was kind of into these emo type groups.
Right.
My depressing teen years. Oh, the angst. Yeah, the angst was off the charts.
It was hard being in your 90 legend, honey.
It was hard having a car my parents gifted me and a license.
A 12-year-old car.
2 jobs.
Oh.
That I didn't need. It was just spending money. Anyway, let's move on.
Well, I dug that song. I still dig that song. But yeah, it's all about Chester Bennington singing.
He has a distinctive voice.
The rapper dude, Mike something or other.
Yeah, but that added to it. Like, that gave them, like, something
Well, that was
unique.
when, like, emo rap and singing became a thing. But anyway, I'm thinking of that song from, what was Ben Affleck? He was a superhero before.
Oh, Flash? No. Red. Man in Red.
Blind Guy.
The Blind Side.
Ben Affleck, Blind Guy. Daredevil. And then that song was...
Oh, I remember Evanescence from that movie.
That's the one.
And
Bring me back. Gotta wake up. Bring me back to... Bring me up inside. So that was the time when we as Americans... Yeah. We mixed soulful singing on a chorus to rapping.
Yeah.
And
that was a thing, huh? A phenomenon.
It was absolutely a thing.
I think I dig it. I dig the singing mixed with the rapping.
I dug it in 2002, honey. Actually, it happens all the time now.
Okay.
Okay. Number 6, 1,000 Miles by Vanessa Carlton. We watched a behind the scenes video.
Yeah, we watched like a making of this song. It was very interesting to see how it all came together.
Yeah. And then the video, they were like, well, we're going to have a piano on a truck.
Yeah.
And Vanessa Carlton is going to be playing this piano and singing. And that's going to be the video. And the label was like, what the heck? But it's kind of iconic
It is. And it's such an iconic song. Remember it was in that movie White Chicks?
Yeah. That was a big part of whatever we watched was Jamie Foxx? No, Wayans.
The Wayans brothers.
One of the Wayans brothers.
2 of them, I think. 2 of the brothers, because they played 2 girls.
Taking my trip downtown.
Walking fast, faces passing, I'm homebound.
You know a little too much.
I don't know if those are correct lyrics.
Number 5, Wherever You Will Go by The Calling.
Without you, I'll go wherever you will go. Way uptown or down low.
I put this in the same genre as Puddle of Mud Blurry.
No, they were
a little better.
They were not as hard, like rock.
So more appealing to
They were more
pop.
I think this song was featured in an episode of The Hills or The OC.
Well, now you got my attention. When I think of The Hills and The OC, I think of Lifespin. Do you remember them? Spin?
Yeah.
Lifehouse?
That sounds... Lifehouse.
Yeah. Spin. We're just yelling out words at this point. Number 4, Dilemma by Nelly featuring Kelly
Take
Rowland.
this one away, honey.
Just no matter what we do. Oh! All I think about... Do you remember the video?
Oh, yeah.
Like, he's across the street, and he's, like, yearning for this girl, and she has a man, and then he's wearing oversized sports jerseys, and he has a Band-Aid on his face.
Nelly was so big.
Nelly was absolutely huge.
The oversized sports jerseys were so big.
Right. Love him.
Love him, too.
And speaking of Nelly, number 3...
Wow.
Billboard
4
Top 10
and 3 on the list.
in 2002 is well, it's spelled Herre, but I'll pronounce it like that. Is Hot and Her by Nelly. A classic. So
I can't say I like it, but it's such a classic.
It's such a good... What do you mean? It's such a good song. So the concept of the song is that it's really hot.
It's hot in here, man.
He's got to take off all his clothes. It sounds like
I mean, we could turn on a fan, but let's just get naked.
I have central air conditioning in my condo in St. Louis or Miami. I know Nelly's from St. Louis, but it's really hot in her. You know what? It's hot in her, honey, where we live. It's currently like low 90s outside. So why don't we...
Take off all your clothes.
I am getting so hot. I want to take my clothes off. Dude, that was peak Nelly. Nelly with Hot and Her and Dilemma in the same...
Yeah, what a good year for him, man.
Man. It don't get no better. Number 2 is Foolish by Ashanti. You're not so familiar with...
No, I am once you sing it, but I always forget the name of this. Like, this tune in this title, I always forget to associate.
See, my days ago without you, but I'm hurting with you. And I'm behind... And she dated Nelly for a while.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, what's going on here?
I remember this song as a... It has a sample that's been used a couple times. But this is when Ja Rule and her
Ja Rule.
Well, Ja Rule figured into What's Love and Irv Gotti. Do you remember him?
Yeah.
That whole music label, Murder Inc., was huge. And Foolish, good song, Ashanti. And then the number 1 song, according to the Billboard chart in 2002. This is a little embarrassing, honey. You might want to sit down.
Okay.
I know you're sitting down. I can see you. Number 1 song of 2002 was How You Remind Me by Nickelback.
This is how you remind me of what I really am.
No. You gotta start out.
I never made it as a blind man. I couldn't make it as a poor man stealing. It must have been so bad. Damn near killed you.
This is how you remind me of what I really am. Yes.
I'm going to confess something.
No.
I'm not a big Nickelback fan.
Yeah.
But I don't understand the level of hate that they get.
Yeah.
Like, they had a couple... Okay.
Look at this photograph.
Okay, why doesn't Puddle of Mud? Why doesn't Lifehouse? All these other bands that had these, like, mediocre rock songs.
The Calling.
Yeah, whatever.
Why don't they get the ire?
Nickelback was on the same level as so many other bands in their era, the early 2000s.
First of all,
they were fine.
Our laundry's done. But second of all, The Calling and Puddle of Mud with 2 Ds didn't experience the just unparalleled success of Nickelback.
Sure.
The lead singer married Avril Lavigne.
Yeah, they were married for a while. No,
they're not still married?
No, they're not anymore.
Oh, rest in power to that marriage. But the Nickelback lead singer, Chad Kroeger.
Yeah.
His blonde hair that was...
he's not attractive.
Was...
His hairstyle... Yeah, he's long.
Yeah.
Blonde. I don't think... Is that natural? Or did he bleach his hair?
He's Canadian. You can never trust him, honey. I think most of the hate, which I don't endorse, but most of the hate is just... How You Remind Me is not a great song, but they experienced worldwide success.
His voice is very grating.
Yes.
I can't really stand to listen to his voice.
Right.
No offense, Chad.
Right.
But they had some decent songs. They had some songs that were just as good as any other successful bands going on during the time.
Yeah. I think it was their just amount of unparalleled success combined with their songs are not great musically or lyrically.
Is that what it is? Because I see so many parallels to right now. People are treating Imagine Dragons the same way that people treat what are they called?
Nickelback.
Yes. Yeah. And same thing. Like they have some decent songs.
Yeah.
Is it just that they're too famous for their own good, and so people are like, you don't deserve all this fame and success?
Yeah.
Because I feel like it's the same thing. I don't know why people hate on Imagine Dragons so much.
Radioactive.
They don't have great songs, but they have some fine
Nickelback
songs.
is a step up above from Imagine Dragons, honey.
Okay.
But that's just me. Well, and when it becomes a thing to hate on someone or something,
people just jump on.
People pile on, they jump on. Nickelback, Nickelsuck.
Nickelsuck. I forgot about
that. And which just helps their fame or hit music or just longevity, prowess, ability to stay around, to stick around. I mean, what did Nickelback do to you? Did Nickelback take your little sister out for dinner? And
look at this photograph. Every time I do, it makes me laugh. I can only remember the first line of all their songs.
Can you think of a third song? Because I can't. I got How You Remind Me of and Photograph.
I cannot off the top of my head right now. No.
There you go.
No, I mean there's more out there.
Let's go to.
Let's take it back.
The top 10 of 1995. Is that when I graduated?
95.
I did. Rancho Bernardo High School.
Tell us what car you drove. Tell us where you were working. Paint us a picture.
The Tony.
What were you wearing?
Well, it depends on what I was driving, but most memorably, I can remember a 89 Nissan Sentra. It might have been early 90s. It was a black Nissan Sentra.
It's a good car.
We bought it used. It was actually a pile of crap, honey. The model and make that we got, it had many problems. We were always in, and I remember this specifically, Bruce Auto Repair in Mira Mesa, California. For some reason, my mom thought Bruce was on the up and up and was honest.
Bruce himself?
Yes, or some Asian immigrant who coined the name Bruce. Like Tony's Haircuts in Roseland, California. Is his name really Tony? I don't know. Like when you call customer service and, hey, and they have a accent, which I will not do because I don't want to offend people. But they're like, hey, my name is Scott. And it's like, oh, hey, Scott, are you in the Philippines or India or Nebraska? But my mom had it in her head that Bruce Auto Repair in Mesa, California was giving us the good deal. But that Nissan Sentra was always in Bruce Auto Repair.
Did they buy it used specifically for you to have to drive?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I actually had an AMC Spirit, which, wow.
I don't even know what that looks like.
Imagine a Pinto and take it down 6 levels.
My family had a Pinto when I was little. Yes.
Well, oh my gosh. Do you want to get real? The AMC Spirit my mom had, it was 80, maybe 79, maybe 81. It was the AMC Spirit. And I don't remember how this happened, but it had a huge dent on the driver's side. Like it was brown. Like something smashed into it. And then my mom kept driving, so it went from the front of the driver's side door towards the rear of the... You talk about breaking down, and that thing would break down. And then my high school friends who wanted her, I would be like, hey, Gene. I can't remember his last name, but I'd be like, hey, Gene, do you want to ride home? Sure, I want to ride home. And then my car, the AMC Spirit wouldn't start.
Oh, no.
So then Gene gets into the uncomfortable, awkward situation of, do I hang around while Vince calls AAA or his mom and whines, and AAA comes or his mom comes? And should I just hop a ride with Scott Faber and his Nissan Maxima?
His car that runs.
Right, his car that runs.
Oh, honey, that's so embarrassing.
So I went from an AMC Spirit, which broke down a lot, to a Nissan Sentra, which broke down not as much, but it was still... I remember my mom buying it, and I was like, okay, this is cool. Because it had rims on it.
Oh, nice.
Right. But it broke down a lot.
And
I can't remember.
Were you wearing baggy jeans and, like, plaid t-shirts? Button-up shirts?
Plaid button-up shirts, yes. Baggy jeans, no.
Did you have long hair that was parted in the middle?
I did.
Oh, so
You've
cute.
You've seen pictures, right?
I know. I'm trying to remember. Oh, I'm trying to think, like, was that like your look? Because I know that when I think of pictures I've seen of you from that time, that's what's coming to mind.
Yeah. I didn't have a look. I stole my look. I borrowed my look from Ryan Flynn and Chuck Johnson, who were both very attractive and very skinny. Okay. Number 10. I'm sorry. Top 10 singles of 1995 from the Billboard charts. Number 10. I'm going to switch it. I'm going to do artist and then song.
Okay.
Number 10, Montel Jordan's This Is How We Do It. This is how we do
Friday night and I'm feeling I feel
the
like
party's here on the west side.
this is such a good song.
It's a great song.
I want to say this is one of the first cassette tapes I ever bought myself at Tower Records, and it was a single. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Was it $1.99 or $2.99?
I don't remember, but I do remember it had this song and then like 2 other songs that I've never heard.
Oh yeah.
But I just repeat this one.
That's how they get you with the B-sides.
So good. This song is great. I want to listen to it tonight.
It's a fantastic song. It's a fantastic video. Montel Jordan, tall. Like he says in the song, 6'8" he stood, and the name was good. But a handsome man.
I really like his voice. It's
Yeah.
kind of a unique sound.
And he had a couple other hits, which I can't think of right now.
Yeah.
Girl, if it's all right, let's go somewhere and get it on tonight. A great song. And then the one with Silk the Shocker, which I will not remember right now. I will not try to remember right now.
Okay.
Montel Jordan definitely had a moment.
Yeah.
And then he went away. Or he retired.
I hope he's doing well wherever he is.
Rest in power. Or not.
Is he alive? I don't know.
But when you're at a wedding and they put on This Is How We Do It, it's on. Head to the dance floor. Number 9, Monica, Don't Take It Personal, Just One of Them Days. You don't know this
Just
song.
one of them days.
Oh, you do know that.
That a girl goes through.
When I'm angry inside.
Wanting it out.
So it was a woman taking possession of a man? Or I remember, most thing I remember about her is Monica versus Brandy.
Yeah, totally.
I was always a Monica guy. I thought Monica was so cute, and Brandy was so not cute.
Oh, really?
And that's how I determined my where I planted my stake, my flag in that battle. And then they had the song where they came together, the boyfriend song.
I don't remember that.
Oh.
I just remember the boy is mine.
That's the song.
No, they were fighting over him in that song.
Yeah, well, I'm saying they were versus each other, like Android versus iPhone or PS5 versus Xbox, whatever the new Xbox is. The Brandy versus Monica was like Tupac and Biggie of our generation, of my generation, and I was sided with Monica. Number 8 song is Madonna's Take a Bow.
I don't like this song.
You don't like it? I like it because it's slow. It's a ballad, and she was. I mean, even back in 1995, she was too old to be singing club hits.
She was having hit songs through the 2000s.
Oh yeah.
I don't love Madonna. She only has a handful of songs, like maybe 3 songs that I really love.
Oh.
So I don't know. This isn't one of them.
That's heresy, honey. I think. Well, I mean, she has a ton of hits. Take a Bow. She took it down. But I like it. It's a good song, a good slow ballad. Number 7, Mariah Carey's, who I just read her biography or autobiography.
She wrote it with somebody else.
Right.
That's an autobiography.
That's what all celebrities do.
Yeah.
Autobiography. Mariah Carey's Fantasy. Great song.
Great
the
song.
Remix with Old Dirty Bastard.
Shoot.
Yo, New York in the house. Brooklyn in the house.
You know,
Sacramento, yes.
I feel like this is a timeless song. I'm kind of, like, in my mind, you could have told me this came out in 2005 and I would have been like, oh, okay. Because it's like, it doesn't feel like connected to a specific era. Because a lot of these songs that we've been talking about for mine and yours, you like totally associate with those years that came out. But this could have been released anytime in the last 30 years.
Absolutely. And Mariah sampled Tom Tom Club. I'm in heaven with my boyfriend. And yeah, Fantasy is a great song, and the remix of Old Dirty Bastard, undeniable hit song. I'm proud to be graduated in 1995 thanks to that song. Next song, number 6 is Real McCoy's Another Night. Do you remember the song? In the night, in my dreams, I'm in love with you, because you talk to me like lovers do. I feel joy, I feel pain. It's like a house, high tempo.
Yeah, totally.
What I remember about this song, as my elbow slips off the dining room table, Arnold Gonzalez had this cassette single, and I borrowed it from him, and I would play it nonstop, and I love this song because it has that like the high energy sort of house before house became house or poppy. But yeah, and I talk to you in the night in my dream of love so true. I talk. I mean, not really great lyrics, honey. He talks.
Your rendition is so good.
And then going back to the girl in the night, so it had her like kind of feminine and lilting, and then I talked. It was like CNC Music Factory. Oh my gosh! All right, next song, number 5, a classic, honey. We watched this video many times. For some reason, the YouTube algorithm puts it in with the NSYNC, and
they know what you like.
And 98 Degrees. This is Boyz II Men's On Bended Knee. Now,
the video is so good. I know.
Lark Voorhees, Lisa Turtle from Saved by the Bell. But recently, the Google has directed me to Boyz II Men's I'll Make Love to You and End of the Road, which are good songs.
Yeah.
But I say this with zero hesitation, honey. On Bended Knee is Boyz II Men's best song by far. See, End of the Road, I'll Make Love to You is it's fine. But End of the Road was on the Boomerang soundtrack. Eddie Murphy's big comeback in movies. And that was a huge song, undeniable. But On Bended Knee is just, it's so good.
It's so good.
It's so...
That piano that plays... It's like...
Darling,
yeah, the whole thing is good.
I can't explain. And the video, when they're on the cable car in probably Philadelphia, because that's where they're from, and they're all wearing matching outfits.
Oh, I love
what happened to that?
I love their matching outfits that they always do.
Oh,
the matching
so
plaid
good.
shirts, the matching jackets.
It's so good. On Bended Knee, the best Boyz II Men song in their storied catalog. Number 4 song, this is from the Batman Forever soundtrack.
Yep.
Seal's Kiss from a Rose.
You're not a fan. I don't know if I'm necessarily a fan of the song itself, but I think this nostalgically takes me back because I loved that movie, and like my cousin and I watched it. I don't know how many. We had it on VHS, and we watched it so much, and we had the soundtrack, and we listened to the soundtrack all the time.
That was the one with Jim Carrey as the green guy.
Yes,
the Riddler.
The Riddler.
Yes.
Yes. So I think I'm sort of nostalgic for this more than just like liking the song on its own.
Is he still married to Heidi Klum, honey? Let's get to the real.
No.
Let's ask the real question.
No, they broke up years ago.
And then his skin.
What?
His face.
What's the story?
He had.
What's the story?
Very.
I don't. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yes.
How did it go? I can't even think about it. It's like Puddle of Mud for me.
Rose on a grave. The more I think of you, the stranger. Yeah.
Seal.
Now that my rose is in bloom.
Yeah.
It's a terrible song, huh?
Seal overhyped.
I feel like he has a super strong fan base, but it's not for any song you've ever heard of. Like,
right.
That was his only hit that I know of.
Right.
But he's one of those like obscure artists that has like this enormous following and fan base.
Maybe that following's in Europe.
Yeah. Because isn't he? He's not American, is he?
He's not American.
Okay.
Yeah. I think being married to Heidi Klum did many positives for his.
Totally.
For his Q factor, as they say. Okay. Number 3 song. TLC's Creep. I love this song. The trumpets, I think it's trumpets in the beginning. Do do do. Yes. Do 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 do. It's me again. Do 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 do. And I'm back. Do do. Whoa, Creep. I don't think Left Eye, was she passed away at this point?
I don't know.
I don't know if she had a part in, I don't think she had a part in the song, but TLC's Creep, I love that song.
Creep.
Yeah. The blonde one, T-Boz, her like kind of sultry, I'm talking, but I'm singing. Mm-hmm. And then Chili comes in with the R&B flavor. Undeniable. And do you remember the video they were in pajamas?
Yes.
Yes. I love that video. I love that song. They also had the number 2 song, which is Waterfalls, which it's a good song.
It is.
But I
think Creep's better. Yeah, I'd agree.
Yeah. But Waterfalls had the video of like, well, it was like
they were in front of like a CGI waterfall.
Right. But they had like actors who had something about condoms or something. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I don't remember that.
Safe sex. Safe sex was a big message.
I don't remember.
No? Okay. But yeah, Waterfalls got more glory and more sales or fame, but I'm a Creep guy. But yeah, Waterfalls had Left Eye on there, rest in power. Don't go chase. I just don't think that's musically, sonically something as So Creep.
Yeah, it's less. The musicality is not as high or as, I don't know what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
Not as sonic.
Sure.
Okay, the number 1. Oh my gosh, I absolutely remember this song. I remember everything about it. Was Coolio featuring LV, who was a rotund man, a large singer man, who they never teamed up with again. I don't. Coolio featuring LV, and the song is "Gangsta's Paradise."
Oh heck yeah!
D D D D D D D D. As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I realize that my life is nothing left. And so he went. So Coolio went from Fantastic Voyage. You remember that song?
No.
Come along and ride on a fantastic slide. Slide. And he had the wacky hair.
Yeah.
The crazy. So he went from I'm like a wacky party rapper dude, and then for Gangsta's Paradise on the Dangerous Minds soundtrack.
Yes.
Starring Michelle Pfeiffer, which this was a genre back in the day where like the white teacher would go into the inner city and teach the inner city youth about morals and
they
values.
hate her and they gave her a hard time and she was struggling, but then she got through to them.
Right.
And then they connected.
Right.
And they helped each other and they built each other up.
And then the movie ended, you were like, yeah.
Oh gosh.
But this was on the soundtrack. I remember Arnold Gonzalez. Arnold Gonzalez figured big into my life in 1995. Well, we went to high school together. But I remember this soundtrack. I remember this single. We thought it was so cool.
This was huge. I'm not surprised this was number 1. Like, this movie was huge.
Yeah.
And this song was everywhere.
Yeah.
You couldn't get away from it.
And the chorus, been the most of life, living in a gangster's paradise. And so Coolio went from Fantastic Voyage to now he's like, I'm serious, man. This is about crime and life and retribution and regret.
And what does he say? I don't think I'll live to 20 something. 23 or 25.
Minute after minute, hour after hour. But half the things going on in the kitchen. But they can't reach me. I guess I can't. I guess I won't. I guess they won't. But that's why I'm front. That's why my life is out of life, fool. Yeah,
it's very dark. It's very serious.
Yeah.
It's heavy.
Yeah.
It's real.
He went hood, yo. He went hood.
I've never seen that movie, actually.
Really?
I just remember being like everyone talking about it. Well, I was probably too young. I'm sure my mom wouldn't let me see it. I was only 11.
Yeah, I was in high school.
But yeah, like a lot of my peers were talking about this movie, and the song was just everywhere. Yeah. And I was, should I watch it? Do you think it holds up?
No, I don't know. It's such a good song, and the best part about the song is dee,
yeah,
dee, dee, ding, ding, and then you take it down a level. Ding.
What is that?
Ding.
It's like a synthetic violin or something. I have no idea.
I don't know. I was actually thinking it because Taylor Swift style. Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah.
Ding, ding. And then it has the bass. Like, how do they make those sounds?
I think these are all computer-generated sounds.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think back in the day it used to be like actual instruments, but...
Yeah. What was the lyric you thought about?
He was talking like, I won't live to see some age. And oop.
I'm living life do or die. What can I say? I'm 23 now, but will I live to see 24? The way things is going, I don't know. Tell me why are we
so blind to see that the ones we hurt are you and me? Ding, ding. Babe.
Yo.
We should do this at karaoke.
Oh, dear. He's a contemplative former criminal.
I'd like to know how this song and movie came together. I'm curious. Like, was one written for the other or something?
Well, movie soundtracks used to be a thing. One song.
Oh, totally. We were just talking about Kiss by a Rose for the Batman Forever. Yeah. And now this one, we totally have associated these movies and these huge hit songs together.
Yeah.
So
and one huge hit song would propel the movie compact disc CD soundtrack to sales success, but you don't see that anymore. Why not?
No, you don't. And they would lift each other. They would elevate each other, and both would be within the public conversation and just kind of help each other be popular. Yeah. Why don't you see that anymore? Because there's too much content. There's too many streaming platforms. There's too many artists out there. There's too many ways of listening to music.
I will one-up you and say that we as consumers don't fall for this one song nonsense anymore, and we're not based on one good song. We're not going to buy a CD for $17.99 at Sam Goody.
But people don't buy albums anymore. Right. People are like purchasing singles on Spotify. I don't know what people do. Right. I don't know.
Maybe the movie people will stop talking to the music people or something.
I don't know. Maybe they should listen to us and they should harken back to the days of 1995.
Let's get in a room with with Tommy Mottola, some record label executives, and say, "Remember movie soundtracks, man? Remember CDs? Remember compact discs?"
And oop.
The way things is going, I don't know. Poor grammar. Where's the grammar Nazis when you need them? Alrighty, that's the end of the program. It's been fun, but not really. Let's all try a little harder next time. Like, comment, subscribe, follow, or don't. Do whatever you want. You're a grown-up. Make your own decisions. Do what's best for your family. Please be sure to use our promo code for Tommy John Underwear. We don't have a promo code for Tommy John Underwear. Goodbye. I love you. We love you. We hope you have a good day today and tomorrow. And sure, I may have a seal's skin condition, but I'm still a good person, and we're still good people. Thank you for listening. Thank you for your time. I hope you have a wonderful day/night. That's the official end of the program, but here's some bonus content for those who follow us on OnlyFans. We don't have an OnlyFans. For all you fans of ASMR or mukbang, or if you're a furry, that makes no sense. But here's discussing what we just discussed, a little pre-program chatter. Enjoy.
Okay. I should hear a clip of everything, just even if I recognize it.
What's love got to do?
See? What's love got to do?
That's Tina Turner.
I know, but it's the same song.
Wow, I never thought about that. But you don't need to hear a clip. You understand.
I know that song, yes, but
it's Fat Joe featuring Ashanti.
I just want to hear a clip of it.
The next one is Linkin Park. In the end.
Yeah.
One time, it all fell apart. Rest in power, Chester Bennington. Vanessa Carlton, 1,000. We don't need. You know that.
Best song ever.
The Calling, Wherever You Go.
Yeah.
Our Father.
Wherever you will go.
Nelly Dilemma. Nelly Hot and Her. Ashanti. Featured on What's Love.
What are we going to say about all these?
Whatever pops in your mind. Your memories.
I don't know.
Anything you think about?
I feel like...
There's a days are cold without you. Hurt while I'm with you. And while I'm hopping along, I keep on running back to you. That's foolish.
Who sings that? Ashanti?
Ashanti. And then mine is Montel Jordan, This Is How We Do It. A classic.
This is how we do it.
Monica, Don't Take It Personal.
What's that?
Don't take it personal, baby, baby.
What year were you?
95.
Okay.
Mariah Carey, Fantasy. If you haven't read her autobiography, honey. Or is it a biography?
Wait. How old were you when you graduated?
95. 18? I don't know. Sure. 17?
Were you old in your grade or young? Do you remember?
I was young.
Because you're a September birthday, so you were either old or young. You either graduated at 17 or you turned 18 like at the very beginning of the school year and were kind of older than your peers. Do you remember?
The former.
You were 17 when you graduated.
Correct.
So you're always kind of younger. Okay.
Madonna, Take a Bow. I've always been in.
Should we stop Sharky?
Back to Mariah Carey, Fantasy. If you haven't read her biography, Real McCoy, another In My Night, In My Dreams.
Yes.
Boys Have Been on Bended Knee.
Aww.
We watched
We're
that
gonna
video.
we're about to watch that right after this.
Seal, Kiss from a Rose.
Aww.
That was from the Batman.
I know.
soundtrack.
I love Batman Forever. I mean, I was 11 when that came out, so it was like such a jam.
TLC, Creep. Love that song. TLC, Waterfalls. And then Coolio featuring LV. Gangsta's Paradise, which was on the Dangerous Minds soundtrack with Michelle Pfeiffer.
You have some classics in there.
Remember movie soundtracks? Do you want to listen to Puddle of Mud? Or?
I do, because I'm sure I'll know it. I'm sure we both will if we hear it.
Okay, hang on. No, Blurry. Puddle of Mud, Blurry. But the other songs you know, right?
I think so. Let me look. Is this it?
Yours is right here.
Sing The Dilemma.
No matter what we do,
okay.
all I think about is you.
Okay.
Even when I'm with my
I love that song. Let's just
and then this is mine,
Mud.
just so you know.
Yeah. Okay.
So what's... Maybe we should just skip Puddle of Mud. If we don't even know it...
Well, no, play it. I bet it's something we know.
Okay, put it on the TV, because...
Why not just pull it up right here? Right here.
Okay. Listen, you spell your name with mud with 2 D's.
No, that's to set them apart and make them unique.
Never heard of it.
Yes, you have. Let me get this. What you're doing, I want.
Is this Blink 182?
Please.
Get to the chorus.
Here we go.
Oh, okay.
Up in my face. All right, that's enough of that. Oh. Can you take it all away?
Terrible song.
Can you take it all? Horrible.
Did
Did you hear that Mark Hoppus from Blink-182 has cancer?
Yeah.
I put 2 of their songs on my USB thing, so I've been listening to it this week.
Because he has cancer?
No.
Yeah. What were the songs?
Adam's song and I Miss You. Like 2 of their slow ones.
I miss you. Where are you?
And I'm so sorry. Cannot sleep, I cannot dream tonight.
That's a good song.
Yeah. They're both great songs. I love Blink-182.
I miss you. Don't waste your time. I mean you already.
You sound just like him, honey.
Yeah, I know. Is that Mark or... Travis was the drummer.
Yeah. Mark sings... Well, that song you were just singing... that part you were just singing was not Mark. It was the other guy.
Who you cannot name?
At this very second in time, my mind is going blank.
Let me see.
They both, like... They shared lead vocals.
Well, one guy had this voice.
That's not Mark Hoppus.
And I know Mark Hoppus. Where are you? I'm so sorry. I cannot sleep. I cannot wait. Dewey! And then the other guy.
Don't waste your time, mommy. I love both of their voices, though.
His name is Tom DeLonge.
Of course, Tom DeLonge.
And then Travis Barker almost died in a plane crash.
Right, I forgot about that.
Or something.
And now he's dating Kourtney Kardashian.
Right. And they put their affections on display on Instagram. Constantly. Okay. So... should we do Taylor Swift first or Billboard Top 10 first?
Billboard.
Okay.
Let's start with yours, because you're older.
Okay.
Where are you?
Oh, God. And I'm so sorry. Do-do-do. See, the bass is very important in that song. Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Yeah, totally. You don't know Adam's song?
Adam who?
The Blink-182 song?
Oh, no. I only know that. I only know I Miss You. I mean, only, but I can only think I Miss You in... What was the song where they're running on the beach naked? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. My mind's good. Like, titles are... I've never been good at, like, remembering song titles and...
What's my age again?
Yeah.
Yeah. All the small things.
All the small things. I don't like that song.
Did you know that they're from San Diego? I hate when people say stuff like that.
Why?
If that's if there's some sort of meteoric success is supposed to translate to me.
So you hate when people reference your hometown to you? It's like if
I hate it when anyone references any hometown to anything. Tom Brady is from San Mateo.
Where's that?
Exactly.
California?
Just south, about 20 minutes south of San Francisco, but...
Okay. I didn't know that. He's been playing for the East Coast all these years?
Yeah. Traitor. Loose lip sink ships. But, like, so when Tom Brady first started experiencing success in the NFL, Super Bowl, whatever, they would go to San Mateo sports bars and interview people...
Yeah.
Local television news would interview people about Tom Brady being successful in an East Coast professional football franchise. And they'd be like, we're really proud of Tom.
I hate that. That's so stupid.
It's so dumb.
It's so dumb.
And I realized that the San Diego, in terms of celebrity and fame, goes from Blink-182 to Mario Lopez. But still, I don't...
What are you guys more proud of?
I don't care. I don't know. It reflects nothing on me.
No. Well, especially being... I mean, I was going to say especially being such a big city, but it doesn't matter even if it's a small city.
Right.
It has nothing to do with your life.
Right. But people bring it up as if it means
so
something.
Dumb. Well, it's because they have nothing else that they can be proud of.
Exactly. Okay, so... I googled famous people from San Diego. Nick Cannon, great. He has. Did he have
4 kids in the last year?
He's had 4 kids. 3
different baby mamas.
Right.
But let's not judge.
Next one, Adam Lambert. Okay.
Oh, okay.
He had a hit song from American Idol 10 years ago. Tom Waits. I know the name. I couldn't name the song.
I know the name too.
Eddie Vedder, Pearl Jam.
Okay.
This is an odd one. The 5th one, Blake Sennett. Okay, whatever.
Who's that?
Exactly.
Where's Blink-182 on this list? Excuse me.
I think... Well, see, they were from the suburbs.
So they don't count? Aren't you from the suburbs? So you don't count?
I googled Blink-182 origin, Poway, California.
Oh, you've taken me there.
Yeah. Where Ryan Flynn, my friend from my school...
Is he still there? Ryan Flynn?
I highly doubt it. No, he's in Los Angeles, actually. He tried to be an actor. He's currently a crew on shows. In Hollywood, honey, it's very gypsy, your lifestyle, your life. Although he is married with kids. But unless you're Tom Hanks bringing in the big bucks, you're kind of going from gig to gig.
You're Tom Hanks or you're nobody.
Yeah. Okay.
Tell us about the year you graduated high school.
I'm first.
Elders first.
What?
I guess. I don't know. We're going chronologically. Are you marking this so you can edit?
Sure.
Time stamping or whatever?
Let's see. Okay.